Hey, what's up? This is Carl from Academy.com, and I'm going to tell you how to get women to want you. So, I'm going to keep this intro really quick, but a lot of guys ask, what do I do to get a woman to want me, to get women to want me, whatever. And instead they should be asking, what should I not do? And what I mean by that is when I was growing up, I was basically a wuss bag. I was learned everything from the movies. I thought being the nice guy, being the sweet guy, not causing any sort of tension is going to get me women, and it's quite the opposite, as you probably know, or you're learning anyway. And so basically I'm going to teach you a couple ways on how to attract women, and these will definitely work. And it's not buying them things, and it's not being agreeable. And let's start off with honesty. That's the first tip I'm going to give you. A lot of guys think they should be agreeable with women, that they should agree with something. If a woman says she likes a band, oh yeah, I like them too. No, you don't do that. And a lot of guys think, okay, well, if I disagree with her, she's not going to like me, we won't have anything in common. Bullshit. Bullshit. I said that funny. Anyway, always be authentic. And this doesn't just have to deal with women. This encompasses everything, whether it's work, whether it's your family. Always be honest and authentic. You don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. I'm not going to get into that really, but if a girl says, how do you feel about this? Or I like this, let's do this. If you don't want to do it, you tell her you don't want to do it. If you're honest about things, no matter what it is, as long as you're, semi-respectful, you're going to be admired, If you think, your boss has a shitty idea, take him off to the side, say, I don't think that's going to work, let's do this instead. He's probably not going to fire you unless you're a douchebag. But if you're cool about it, I should say, he's probably not going to fire you. He's probably not going to fire you unless he's a douchebag. But if you come at him the right way, he will, totally appreciate it. To have somebody who's totally honest and has your best intentions in mind is a great thing. And that's genuine. If you've got one of those friends and you're going out and you ask, how do I look? And they say, not too good, you look stupid, change into this instead. You appreciate that. If you're, a confident dude, you're not going to be offended, you're going to say thank you. And that's how it should be with women, everything. A lot of things that, how to get a woman to like you. It's things that, deal with everything, like I said. So I feel like I'm beating a dead horse with I'm beating a dead whore with that. No, I'm beating a dead horse with that, but people need to realize that it's universal. And if you treated, it's I'm going to go off on a little bit of tangent, but if you're hanging out with your buddies, if you treat a hot girl like you treat your buddies, and you joke around and you bust on her as you do them, you're going to be in a heck of a lot better place with her from a sexual standpoint than just being the, agreeable wuss bag, It's like, your buddy's bratty little sister who you're not into and you bust on her and you call her a dork. If you do that to a hot girl, it's a heck of a lot better. It's going to trigger attraction. It sounds simplistic, and that's really not, it's a lot more in depth than that, but it's a small point. But that's where I'm coming from. And that's, as a whole, and I'm totally going off on a tangent. So next thing, very important, obviously, but a lot of guys don't do it, is to be masculine. And this encompasses a lot of stuff, and I'm going to keep it short here. But, masculinity, women want to be feminine, and they should be. And if you're acting feminine, it's going to throw everything out of whack, and it's not going to end well. And a lot of guys do act feminine. What's being feminine? What's being masculine? You know how women talk. They have a high voice. You look at a woman's body language. They move their hips, all that good stuff. For us men, we have deep voices. You see a guy that walks with his shoulders back, has a natural walk. You've seen those guys that just have it down. That's being masculine. A lot of guys, they'll be hunched over and they'll, I can't really do it because I work out, but how like a guy sticks his head out, has his shoulders drooped, that's, standing there and it just screams, trying to disappear. That's not attracted to a woman. That's not masculine. And a lot of guys do it without thinking. You just need to be, wary of it. One thing my mom used to tell me, because I used to droop my shoulders and stick my head out like a chicken, was imagine that you have a piece of rope or a thread stuck to the top of your head, and you have to have better posture. You have to have better posture. You know, it's taking up some space. That's the masculine. If you're sitting down, you know, just look around slowly. If somebody calls your name, you know, somebody's like, "Hey, Carl," it's not masculine. It's kind of subservient. If I'm just like, "Huh, what?" But let's say I'm talking to somebody, "Hey, Carl," you know, give it a few seconds. You know, I hear them. Boom, boom. You know, it's almost like being a robot. You don't want to move your head, move your shoulders. Boom, boom, boom. You don't want. You want to take up space. Have a deep voice. Look at a guy, Tony Todd. He's an actor. He was the killer in the movie Candyman. His calling card is having a really deep voice. He has the coolest voice. I guarantee you he got a lot of chicks having that voice. It's kind of like a Barry White voice, except grainy, kind of creepy, and it's cool as hell. And it's really like a baritone, and if you can get your voice deep, women love it. It's just, you know, it conveys masculinity. Women want to be feminine. They want a guy that's masculine. And, you know, you don't have to work out and be a big dude. One of my buddies, who's actually like 6'5", 6'6", he's a beanpole, skinny dude, but he's got a look where he's got like a cool haircut, he's got tattoos, you know, he dresses really well, and that's masculine. Women totally approach him all the time. It's kind of funny because he doesn't have a lot of confidence, but so it doesn't usually end well for him. But women approach him even more than they approach me because they see this guy. They like what they see. He has good body language. It's just he blows stuff up on the back end with being needy. But it's one of those things where women are always approaching him because he's got masculinity. He's got a really deep voice. Like I said, he's really tall. He's got like a really good look. It's kind of like a bad boy look. And you know, if you have the right body language, women will approach you. Doesn't matter if you're skinny, if you're large, bulky. If you convey, you know, that you don't care, that you're masculine, that you're a man, it's part of the pie of what makes women want you. All right, one thing that you should do, and this is misinterpreted a lot. It's really funny. Have you seen, I'm sure you have, like an older guy and he's with, you know, surrounded by hot women, or just a guy in general, and people are like, you know, it's usually jealous guys with no game. They say, "Oh, well, she or those women only like him for his money." And no, although there are gold diggers out there, a lot of guys who have money have it because they went after what they want in life. And that's my next point. When you go after what you want, it's a very, very attractive trait to have, and women love it because it shows confidence. It shows that, you know, you don't have a lot of self-talk, that you know how to get what you want. You have goals, that you think a lot about yourself because you want, you know, to follow your dreams. It sounds corny, but when you go after what you want, whether it's what you want, you know, in hobbies, in life, whether, you know, you want to lose weight, whatever, you feel like you're worth it, it's all good. That's a little bit of a tangent, but when you go after what you want, it's very attractive.
Great!